Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in here with winners round number 2 at the Kinetic League's LAN in Columbus, Ohio, hosted by Game Arena. I am Kamika, and I'm joined by Zarin.
Well, we got one heck of a matchup coming up. I mean, you talked about Seventh Heaven a lot yesterday, and it was very nice to finally see them on stream towards the end of the night. And on the other side, we got Team Precision, who did not have a very good day whatsoever. I mean, I think I do think that they acknowledged their struggles, specifically in Search and Destroy, to close out games. One of their players had mentioned that they had gone to 3 round 11s or something crazy like that throughout all of Saturday. So I mean, they have played teams tightly, but results wise, it's just not what they wanted at all, and that put them in a position where they have to play a team like Seventh Heaven to start off in winners round 1 here. And unfortunate, but we know that they do have the potential to upset this team. We'll just see if they got the ice in their veins.
Yeah, what Zarin is talking about yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, is an interview that we had with Quick from Team Precision. We saw them in their first game up against first seed, aka P-Boys, and they brought it really close in the Search and Destroy, round 11. So we were thinking, wow, these guys are going to take a lot of people by surprise. And at the end of the day, we see them 1-3. So in my mind, there's a little bit of a disconnect. I'm like, how did they do so good up against seed 1, but finish so lowly? Unfortunately, they did just have a little bit of unluckiness yesterday. They had some really unlucky round number 11s and stuff like that, and they said that they were going to keep on practicing throughout the rest of the night, and because they had a lot of time, they played early on in the day, and they were going to try and hammer some stuff out. And I love that attitude from Quick and the guys. And as you can see, they will now be playing at Seventh Heaven on Fortress, and then 2 Asilos if we do get to them.
Yeah, you don't really like to see that Fortress pick. I mean, Seventh Heaven, just such a slay-heavy team, and Fortress such a slay-heavy map. I mean, I would be curious to hear what Team Precision did end up banning. I'm not sure if it was a ban for their own sake or a ban against Seventh Heaven, but to let Fortress sneak on through, that's not going to be a recipe for success for Precision. But with the likes of Pride on their side, potentially they could make something happen here against the number 2 seed in Seventh Heaven.
It's very true. Let's not forget that Pride was definitely prominent yesterday with his slaying abilities. And so we'll see if he can do the same today. It would not surprise me if he did. Pride already on the board up against Wisers. They've got some good control over the spawns already.
Yeah, so here we go. In control is Team Precision. Doesn't look like Seventh Heaven has much of a game plan right here, but this is potential for a 3-piece. No, Percy only able to get 1. Shot's a little bit shaky, not able to just snap onto the other players. Seventh Heaven gonna have control of P1 for now. Not really a big fan of soaking that P1 time, or many teams, as Seventh Heaven still in time. That's a very unfortunate truck explosion there as Pride over the top. Just going to try to play for exits here. Vamp got help with him. Rispy trying to climb up top single, but Quick is there to shut him down. And now with 3 seconds left to go, it's going to be Team Precision in control of P2.
Yes, but they are quickly losing control over their spawns, so they will have to pivot a little bit in order to make sure that they don't get just, collapsed down upon. And it looks like that's already happening. Good stuff coming out from Seventh Heaven, completely evaporating their opponent's hull without a single drop of their own blood hitting the ground. Pride and Quick trying to get a quick response going on here, and it looks like that's exactly what's happening. Like for like, but Rispy taking down at least 1 on the way out. Either way, when the dust settles, Team Precision, they do get back control over this objective. Their breaking has been decent, but their holding leaves a little bit to be desired, and it's definitely resulting in Seventh Heaven getting the majority of the time off this hill.
Yeah, for sure. I think you saw Pride get into the back lanes there to anchor those spawns, which for Seventh Heaven, luckily, they were fortunate enough not to spawn all the way out on gate, but they spawned just outside of P1 on cannon. Not a very common spawn, considering you have Team Precision sometimes looking over that. But regardless, Seventh Heaven able to climb back. They re-break that point. Now Sully's just trying to stay alive. That push. Oh, nice kill from Percy. Looking for that second player. There's going to be 2 players inside of green. One's going to hit out gate in a sec, but a 1v2, he's not going to win this one at all. And a nice little setup from Team Precision, and they're going to get the initial 20 seconds or so.
Yeah, nice little hold here from Percy and Team Precision. They may have had a little bit of a mixy P2, but they realized that they're like, you know what? At this point, we got to give it up, go for next, and they could very well get a full 60 here. If Rispy wasn't as good as he was, and Vamp taking down another one as well. Again, the breaks from Seventh Heaven are looking really, really nice today. Percy and the guys just beelining for that spawn flip location. So they may very well to get it back. Both teams looking very good at breaking, but Seventh Heaven doing a little bit better at staying after the break. So Seventh Heaven will get the majority of this hill time post-break once again. T Precision trying once again to get this rotation on lockdown, and they will indeed do that. We'll see if they can hold it.
I mean, Precision got so lucky there that they didn't flip those spawns. Seventh Heaven had one guy sitting top rail, so it wasn't quite far enough back to block P2, but luckily for Precision, they do spawn P2 kind of in a cluster, and that allows them to get close to the hill and get initial time yet again. Seventh Heaven able to break each and every hill so far, and just like that, they do again. And that's why they find themselves up 30 points and counting, as it's going to be Team Precision trying to pinch from all angles here, but Rispy on the repinch. Nice little pickup there from bottom art. Going to be flicked out by Quick, but going to get cut down from behind. So Seventh Heaven in great position to get a full 60 here.
Yep, great position to extend their point lead even more. Wisers, oh my god, completely running amok in the middle of the map. But yeah, either way, Seventh Heaven, the distraction dance is working pretty good. Team Precision have not been able to touch this objective much at all. And as you can see, Sky, he's got a little bit of a contingency plan here. He wants to make sure that they don't lose control of this top side of the map. And it's going to be a little bit difficult now, especially with everybody dying. And so Seventh Heaven could very well get a spawn trap going on here. Things are looking real good for Seventh Heaven, as they've got literally every single possible thing they could want going into P5.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Fortress so much already this weekend. We've been able to like really hone in on the fact that you want those art spawns for P5, or even back P2 rather, for the P5 hill. And you see, like, trying to flood through green and try to flood through P3 gate, like, it is just so difficult to run through, especially if you got someone posted up top boat or top single. It's just such a power position. But as I say that, 4 go down for Seventh Heaven. Good shots from Percy. End up taking down Selly in top boat. So now, Team Precision going to have control of P5, but only 10 seconds left to go. It's Seventh Heaven with complete map control.
Yes, it is. As soon as Team Precision try to push out from here, they're going to run into a million angles being held by Seventh Heaven. But a decent kill there will be meaning that there is going to be a little bit of a window where they can break out here. But Rispy, again, just barrel stuffing them, not giving them a moment to breathe and think about their next move. Team Precision will be bypassing him, though. But Vamp with the cutoff angle, smoking Sky from across the way. So Team Precision still not able to get the spawns, and Seventh Heaven still eating all this time on the objective. Seventh Heaven doing literally exactly what they want everywhere else, everything going for them. Rispy trying to go for the flank around, and that is what he will do. Another wipe in their favor, anticipating the counter chow, but it is not there yet. They're all dead, and Seventh Heaven just running away with this game.
Yeah, you start to see the takeover happen here as Rispy going off right now, trying to look for that streak a little bit, but not going to happen yet. It's going to be some scrap time for Precision, but they need the rotation, and that's the absolute opposite of what they have right now. Precision, I don't know, this is going to be a tough comeback. You see the struggles of a couple of the players on their teams. It's just, it's tough. And you see Weiser just popping off. He's going to pull out the sub, pull out the AR. It does not matter. He's going to be getting 2 pieces left and right. But you see Quick on the flank. Good read from Selly. Second good read from Selly. 3 go down. Last player up is Pride bottom art. Not really close to the hill. You got Weiser's already set up and closed. And he's going to be able to pick up that kill as well. They can't win off this, but they're going to get real close and really force the issue for Precision the rest of the way.
Yep, 100 points to the good. Seventh Heaven looking good on the rotation as well. These guys, such immaculate control over this map. I don't know how they're doing it, dude. They're literally getting everything for nothing in return. It's like free real estate up in here for Seventh Heaven. They knock Percy off the rotation as well. Sky desperately trying to get to the flip spot, but Seventh Heaven going for the block in return. They will be able to find him. Percy falling now as well. Wisers mop up shop once again, and Pride down for the count. Everybody dead for Team Precision. And Rispy in the middle of the map just looking for a few extra kills. He's got 24 of them. Wants to get a couple more before this game ends, and it could be ending on this hill.
Yeah, they're going to have to be flawless if they want to finish it off here, but based on their setup, and you see, oh, look at the repinch. There's Rispy coming in from top single. He gets 1, gets 2 potentially. Tags 1 more up, but he's going to force them to stick into green and force them through the gate side as well. So Seventh Heaven still very much in control. Only one player challenging in front of the time, but he's going to get shut down as well. They can still win off this. 1 second needs to be contested for Team Precision to hang on and force it back all the way to P4, but it does not look likely. Look at Rispy. Oh my god, Rispy going absolutely massive. 28 and 18 for them, delaying so much time. You see distracting Quick so very much, and one player left. Gotta be Pride, gotta contest for 1 more second, but Selly goes huge on the hill. A 6 streak to close out the game. What a map from 7th Heaven, just completely obliterated the rest of the way. Oh my.
Yeah, well played, 7th Heaven. 100-point club in many circumstances, especially Rispy here, getting away with murder. Just running around, killing people for fun at the end there. If they're not alive, they can't push the objective. It's a very well-known fact that a lot of people have already established. So, yeah, Rispy definitely adhering to that school of thought, killing them more than they can respawn. And so, yeah, 7th Heaven looking really good in that respawn once again. And, I mean, it was their pick, so expected to do well on it, but we are now going into Team Precision's Search and Destroy. Even up against really good teams, these guys have done solid in the Search and Destroy, but they just were never quite able to finish their dinner, as Quick said in the interview. And so let's see if any of their practice yesterday made a difference.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think, because they've been competing with these teams and forcing round 10s and round 11s, that they do have a chance in this. And it being their map pick, they got to feel a little bit more confident. But, I mean, look at 7th Heaven, like, I don't know, just the slaying power of them. And you could really just tell the teamwork. Fortress is a map that can be very team-based. You got to be coordinated with each other. And it seemed like at every turn, 7th Heaven was prepared for whatever Precision had coming at them. So I think for Search and Destroy, this could be very back and forth, or it could be a blowout one way.
Back and forth or a blowout, one of two things. And so, yeah, just based on what I've seen so far, I feel like 7th Heaven is going to try and really keep the pressure on these guys. Rispy's just been running in, getting kills. I think that what we saw in the end of that map is exactly what 7th Heaven is going to be doing in the beginning here. It's what good Search and Destroy teams like to do. They just pressure as much as they can. If you don't give them a reason to back off a little bit and play more thoughtfully, then they're not going to. They're just going to 6-0 you and move on to the next game. So Team Precision, honestly, I think that in a heads-up fight, when both teams are just running around pure chaos, 7th Heaven will probably win that. So I think that what they need to do is calm themselves down, sit back a little bit, maybe give up a little bit of real estate, but try and, I don't know, hold back a little bit, rely on their ARs, rely on each other instead of trying to take some solo chows or even like maybe, yeah, just stuff like that. Always try and take manpower advantages. Try and find a player that's all by himself, stuff like that. I feel like that is going to be their best path to victory instead of just head-on collisions.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's not going to be, it's not going to be an individual effort for sure. I think, Team Precision, they have to coordinate every single push that they make. Otherwise, any one of these players on 7th Heaven is going to be ready for it, and they're skilled enough that they can be able to, pop a 2-piece basically whenever they want on the map. And Asilo, because A-side is so favored and it's so close range, you're going to see those SMG players in Wisers and Rispy just really get up in their face. They're going to put themselves in positions, little ratty corners, I expect, and just kind of rely on their gun skill a lot. So, you got to think that Team Precision, everything they do, got to do together.
I think, honestly, what Team Precision can try and do here is just keep their opponents away from A. Play the cutoff angles, go for that door on Keg's hold, and just get a proper cutoff. I could definitely see 7th Heaven going for that when they're on the attacking side. But Team Precision starting off on the attack. We'll see what they do, leaving one guy up inside. In fact, Weiser's going to be extending out from the bomb site and does get quickly punished by Quick. Well done on Team Precision to punish the gross aggression from 7th Heaven, but even more aggression coming out now up top. Rispy looking for a kill in return.
Yeah, good start for Team Precision. You got a minute left to work, but Rispy, wow, with the hipfire wall bangs through the wall, only took a couple bullets, and now we're back to 3 aside. Bomb is going to go down. Looks like we got 2 ARs and 1 SMG for 7th Heaven to retake this site. As Pride and Quick going to play tight. Sky's just going to work all the way back, but great shots from Vamp, and that's the opener that they need. And now it's a 3v2 on site. He's got to play the angles correctly. As Quick going to be overwhelmed here, but good shots from Pride. Pride looking for the two-piece. No, but Quick trades him out. Can't turn around and get Vamp. Vamp with the 1v1 clutch. Gets it done. And the boys are fired up. That's round 1. Going the way of 7th Heaven.
Yeah, honestly, well played from both teams, and they're good on precision to try and play out the trades like that. They were doing a really good job at it, in fact, but just the unfortunate thing is that they had less people to trade than 7th Heaven, so the fact that they were able to get that kill on the outside of the map, absolutely massive. No AR Overwatch to stop them from just running into the bomb site like that. And so, yeah, it was a really tiny thing that made a big difference there for 7th Heaven is the fact that Team Precision, their positioning of their AR on the outside of the map definitely could have been a little bit more better utilized on the inside for the cutoff. Obviously, hindsight is 2020, but at the end of the day, Team Precision still looking very close in the search and destroy.
Yeah, I mean, that was that's about as close as you can get. Bomb down and you lose a 1v1, right? So something to build off of. You see the quick play already from Rispy and Co. Vamp, good shots from him. As he's going to start to work this A courtyard. Ooh, bad timing there on the Sky, so it does get even backed out. 2 players up per side. Bomb kind of stuck out in the court area. See how 7th Heaven decided to approach this offense.
Yeah, things looking a little bit chaotic on the map right now, but Sky holding his ground, slowing things down, and ooh, Pride is seeing the other guy now as well. Knows exactly where Selly is, and with 40 seconds left, he's going to assume that he's probably going to be going for A, but honestly, they might just wait this out, see if he does actually go for it. Sky has no way of knowing if he's going for B, but they're seeming like they're going to be trying to make sure he's going for A. They seem to be thinking that, throwing the util out, just checking for it. And so Selly, time running out, trying to play with their expectations, but Bomb will still go down, and Pride is ready to pounce as soon as this does.
Yeah, you wonder how he's going to play this within the area. Yeah, okay, he is going to play this close couch angle, which, I mean, tough spot for an air, but as soon as you fly out of A, you're going to get caught out by that player up top in Pride, so he's got to be patient, got to wait, and these guys got to push at the exact same time. He's somehow going to get away with his life for now, but Pride cleans him up. And Team Precision will get the first S&D round on the board.
Yeah, again, like I said, it's looking good in terms of teamwork for Team Precision. I like how Pride, he knew exactly where the guy was, but he respects the individual skill of 7th Heaven, so he waits for his teammate to come in, and they take it on together. I love that. Pride, he's a really good player. Probably could have even won that 1v1, but they have a game plan. These guys are not looking to get caught out 1v2'd or 1v1'd and then 1v1'd again. They know they can't afford to let that happen. And so Team Precision, I love the idea here.
Yeah, good bounce back. Precision back on O. They almost were able to steal that round 1 away from 7th Heaven. Looks like it's going to be a B-ish hit. We're going to see Sky and Percy working the outside. One player... 7th Heaven already pushing up. Guess who? It's Rispy. Got that SMG. He is flying through the spawn. And look how far back Team Precision has had to back up. But just like that, 2v4. Not able to find the kills. Rispy trying to stay alive. Wow, good read. Good reach out, but not enough. And still Selly by himself. Makes it a 1v2. And now a much more doable situation.
Yep. Team Precision doing some pretty good trading there, but now they got to make sure that they don't get 1v1v1'd. There you go. Selly turning it into a 1v1 versus Pride. I did say that I think that Pride could probably 1v1 him, and we will now be putting that to the test. He's going to try and take a little bit of a route here on him. Selly slowly approaching the objective like a snail, and while that's going on, Pride is about to be right behind him, unbeknownst to him. Pride, oh my god, if he jumps over this, I will lose my mind. Sees the grenade come out from above him, and so Selly does get a little bit of intel onto where Pride is at. Sitting still, though.
Oh boy.
So Selly, he's climbing up. He's gonna look down, and Pride is there. Wow. Well played, great intel. Fist bumps all around, and yeah, good try there. Unfortunately, that nade did give up his position, and Selly will be able to get the defuse.
1v3 from Sellied. Oh man, that's Team Precision just too far apart in that scenario. It seemed like they were still worried about where Sellied was at. They didn't have any knowledge of where he was on the map, and so I think they just, I don't know, we're a little bit hesitant to group up and play together, but Sellied takes advantage, and now 7th Heaven steal a round away. in what could have been and should have been Team Precision's round from a 2v4.
Yeah, that was a round, in my opinion, definitely should have been able to be closed up by Team Precision. We'll see what Quick can do here. He doesn't have a whole lot of help here. Yeah, very weak hold, and this can be punished by 7th Heaven, just overwhelming the bomb site. And with that, there's not a whole lot of counterplay they can do here now. Great setup and the making for 7th Heaven as Team Precision stuck completely away from A.
Risky trying to work this top side. Vamp somehow still alive here on top tower. Percy's trying to find him. They have no idea where each other are. Who's going to get the better of them here? They're going to be both on the head glitch, but no. Oh, Percy almost lost that one, but it doesn't matter still. 3v2 for lives for 7th Heaven. Pride starts to work the outside, looking to get that pick onto Rispy, but stays alive. 10 seconds left to go, and they're just going to run out of time yet again. 7th Heaven going to steal their 3rd straight round here on Asilo.
Yes, indeed they will. And the thing that Team Precision did so well in their 2nd round is something that has been a little bit absent for them in these last 2 rounds. They've been playing a lot further apart, trying to spread out across the map. And I think, again, they would do a lot better job if they condensed themselves. 7th Heaven, they're thriving in the chaos, just taking these 1v1s, these stand and bang gunfights. 7th Heaven, that is their bread and butter. They will win that every single time. And so Team Precision just need to reevaluate. That's the one good thing about Search and Destroy, is that there are pauses between rounds where you can have little conversations with your teammates saying, all right, this time we do this and stuff like that. And so there will be time for them to reevaluate going into this one.
For sure. And bomb leaning towards B is a very interesting spot for the bomb. But Skyjoe's first blood. Weiser's been first blooded like 3 times already this game. Oh, Rispy on the flank. Almost lost it, but now he knows bomb is down, and he's just going to camp the living hell out of this. But he needs to not throw away a life like he's about to do. And Sky gets a 2nd of the round. But they still got to go grab bomb. It looks like that's the objective for now. See Selly still over towards red tower, so perhaps waiting for that outside push, and maybe just looking towards their spawn to see where they're going to go. Vamp in a nice spot here. They have spotted each other out. Sky just going to stay alive. Dolphin dive on out of there. And it looks like it's going to be a B hit right now for Team Precision.
Quick is looking to run him down. He's looking to get close. And he finds him. Well done by Quick. That is a very open, invulnerable B bomb site. Selly looking to make a rotation. He's 1v3'd before. Can he do it again? Team Precision's players, again, are a little bit far away from each other, but are on commonly held angles. So this will still be difficult for Selly to pull off. Door opened. Gonna be heard 100% by Quick. Calling it out. Pride, he's right in the middle of all 3 of them. Gonna get shot in triangle formation by these Team Precision players. Well executed. Good bounce back.
Yeah, good post plant setup, and Rispy just threw away a life there. That pretty much cost the 7th Heaven the round. Just doesn't need to fly around like that in that scenario. Just camp the bomb, find an angle, lay down, and just wait for them to come to you. And 7th Heaven lose that round, but Team Precision get one back. Now 3-2, looking a little bit better for them, and we'll see pretty even scoreline for everybody on the leaderboard right now. No one really struggling, no one really popping off, which is nice to see, especially in a close S&D. But you see Rispy flying around with bomb yet again. Here he goes, flying through kegs and into the A site. Gonna get this bomb down almost immediately. So here comes the post plant setup from 7th Heaven. You're gonna see one player posted up top pool. You're gonna see Rispy play tight on the site. One player's gonna sit bottom, and one's just gonna lurk. Wait for that flank as well. Because that bomb, you see it posted on the planted on the right side of the map, but it won't even matter because Vamp getting 2 on the flank. Post plant won't matter, as Pride gonna work his way around. We'll grab 1, but so much more to deal with as he's gonna drop 2. The setup not used, so potentially that's something they could do again later on in the round, because they weren't really aware of how they were posted up right there.
Yeah, I do agree. There wasn't really a whole lot Team Precision could do there. Again, they're playing that they played it the sort of the same way they did the last time, where they held the A site very weakly with one guy on the inside. Basically a sitting duck there. 7th Heaven, they know how to deal with that very well. They surround him, they narrow him down, they overload him with util, get an easy free kill, and set up post plant right after that. And Team Precision gotta adjust their hold a little bit in order to deal with that more properly. Going to try and go for a little bit of an A hit here for themselves again, slowly but surely. And it seems like they're expecting Seventh Heaven to go aggressive again like they always do. Great idea. And they will get good value for it, anticipating the aggression from Respi.
Yeah, I mean, Rispy at some point just got to slow it down. You know, a couple times he's just given away a life and given Precision a reason to win this round, or win rounds rather. Wizards does get one somehow and gets away with his life. Playing just as frantic as his partner here. Oh, gets spotted out on top steps. Get some shots in, but not going to get anything. But Pride from the outside. Going to get taken out. That's Vamp all the way from B. Shuts him down, and here comes Wizards doing work.
Wizards doing work indeed. Gonna be finding Percy now as well.
Wow.
Not afraid to take that shell. Flies right on in, and it destroys Percy, basically. Sky, alone, on the back line. Bomb very, very far away. He'll probably have to take 20 seconds just to get the bomb there. And so, not really a whole lot he can do. Looking for a possible way back into this. Wizards just sitting there, waiting patiently. Nobody in obvious, easy angles for him to shoot. And he will indeed run himself out of time.
Yeah, Seventh Heaven. I mean, again, just risky plays, but they're paying off at the end of the day. But I just feel like they could be a little bit more cleaner in their S&D rounds, and Rispy just gotta use that right trigger a little bit more, and this game could be a little bit worse for wear. But 5-2 still. I mean, I could only criticize their S&D gameplays too much. They still find themselves very much in the lead here, as Team Precision with their backs against the wall and with the chance to fall to the losers bracket. Got to make the 5-2 comeback. We've seen some crazy comebacks already this weekend. Will there be one more? Here we go.
Oh, look at this adjustment for Team Precision. They try to hold it completely off-site. Get one, but two go right back the other direction. Bomb is going to be down at least, so that's one thing they got going for them. Not really a whole lot of pressure they can put out onto it, though. They know where Vamp is, so they might be able to deal with that. Well done, Percy. Got to escape the fate, make it worth it. And yes, he will not. So Wizards will be able to get him right on back. Sky desperately trying to get away. Does open the door. Might mess with Selly's hearing a little bit. And so Sky from across the way will not be able to win the fight up against Vamp. And so Seventh Heaven going to be knocking Team Precision down to the losers bracket and moving on to winners round 2. Fist bumps all around, though. Love the respect.
Yeah, I mean, just not much you could do if you're Team Precision. It was a lot of catch up pretty much game 1 and a lot of game 2. I mean, they had opportunities early in this game, but you just see the overwhelming power that Seventh Heaven possesses, and they'll be moving on to winners round 2, in which they will be taking on Team Acrylic. So that they're gonna have a rematch with Team Acrylic. Sorry, not a rematch. They were in Pool C. My bad. But they will be taking on Team Acrylic, one of the favorites, if not the favorite, to win this entire tournament. So that's gonna be one heck of a series. And winners round 2, it is absolutely stacked from top to bottom. So Seventh Heaven got the work cut out for them, but man, with what they've shown so far in this tournament, they're capable of anything.
Yeah, no easy games from this point forward for Seventh Heaven. They have got quite the bracket coming up. As yes, first of many difficult games is going to be up against, I do believe, yeah, like you said, it's going to be Team Acrylic, and also on their end of the bracket is going to be Pulsive and Ascend. So, my two favorites to meet them if they do somehow manage to go up and beat Acrylic. And so, yeah, very, very tough side of the bracket here for Seventh Heaven. No more easy games coming up, but I mean, hey, it was never going to be easy coming into this. We got a lot of really, really good teams. Very high skill ceiling here, Zarin.
Yeah, there's some absolute bangers coming up. So I'm very excited to watch some of these series. And now as we get into best of 5s also, I mean, it's going to get even more crazy. We're going to see a guaranteed control. So that's something that we have not seen, again, much of so far this weekend. But when we get into the best of 5s, and as these teams get tighter with the skill gap, we're going to see a lot of absolutely crazy maps. And as we get into map 3s and map 4s, things are going to flip like crazy. So definitely looking forward to the future matches. And well, as of right now, we got Vamp from the winning squad, Seventh Heaven. Thank you for joining us, and congrats on the win. You guys are taking on Team Acrylic. Next in winners round 2, how you guys feeling going into that one?
We're feeling hype. Probably the best team here besides us. So we want to beat them. I think we're gonna beat them.
Ooh,
Yeah.
all right. I love the confidence there, dude. I know that you guys are a very confident group. I've gotten to talk to Rispy before, and he exudes absolutely nothing but confidence, as I'm sure you do know. And so, take me through that search and destroy a little bit. You guys seem to like going all in against these guys, and it seemed to be a playstyle that suited you guys. Was that the idea, to try and force them to just stand and bang with you the whole time?
Well, you know how Rispy is, how fast they play. So we're just trying to work around them. They play so fast. So we're just trying to play as a team and team trial everything together. But yeah, we're just working around the subs.
So you guys have had a lot of success like so far in this tournament. Obviously, going up against Acrylic, I want to talk about them a little bit more. Is there any extra motivation with you guys being kind of the underdog going into that match, or are you just confident in your team?
I think we're the underdog, and I think they know that we're not an underdog. They know that we can beat them easily, especially with this game. We played them online before, played them plenty of times. I think we can easily beat them. Just gonna come down to the game.
Fair enough. Come down to the map set, come down to how you guys are doing at the time. I totally get it. I could totally see you guys being them as well. There is definitely a universe where that does happen. And so, yeah, just in case we don't catch you again later, Vamp, is there anything you want to say? Anyone you want to shout out? Anything you want to say at all?
Yeah, I want to shout out my dude, Nick Mansions. I love that guy. That's my duo for life. And that's all.
Nice.
Well, you heard it here from Vamp. Appreciate you coming on, and good luck the rest of the way, man.
No problem. Thank you for having me.